This is fun.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
No?
Yes,
Just a
yes,
second.
yes.
Sorry.
I can hear you, no problem.
Or now it's okay?
It's perfect for me.
Oh, that's good now.
Is it good for you?
Yeah, I do it. I do it.
What do you mean I do it?
I've done it.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
I can be proud right now about myself. Why are you laughing? It's the truth of life.
No, it's absolutely true. I know. I'm also I don't know if you're a technophobe. Are you a technophobe?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible. I'm really, really bad.
No. I'm not a technophobe. I'm a woman, and I prefer to be a woman in this techno life.
Mm-hmm.
So I like when man makes everything for me concerning computers, telephones, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Before the connection, before we lost our connection, you were telling me about your previous job.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more?
Yeah, it's a very big problem right now for me because I've been working for 3 years in the biggest internet store in Russia, boutique.ru, and they've had a lot of problems. We have no time to discuss, but the owner of the company himself made all to spoil his reputation and so on and so forth. So I made a decision to leave this company.
What, since we last spoke?
No. Before.
So you made the decision to leave this company. And this is boutique.ru, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you say that the owner did everything he could to spoil his reputation, can you explore that a little bit more for me?
In the whole, I can explain it in details, but just the end of this situation is that he earns a lot of money to his B2B partners and to people who are working with him.
Mm-hmm. So it was mismanagement.
Yeah, mismanagement. A lot of problems. Not only mismanagement. The biggest problem of him is that he believes in people abroad more than in people from his country. And maybe a year before, he I don't know how to say it, взял на работу, took on job, I don't know how to invite in company.
Hired,
yeah. He hired 2 people from London.
Uh-huh.
One profession, he was my boss, and one for CEO, to prepare a document for new investors or new investors. What's going on right now? I've been telling for him for 1,000 times that, to my mind, I just didn't want to interfere, but as a close friend of him, I just think that it will be better for me to make a little hint that maybe he could look at his partners from another angle or something like this.
Mm-hmm. So what was happening with these? And when you say partners, you mean these 2 guys from London, right?
Yeah, 2 guys. I was not sure about their contract details. Maybe he promised them business, maybe not. Right now I know that they had just salary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and what I've been noticing through the whole period of working with them, by the way, they are very good people. Smart, intelligent, English speaking, what is perfect for me, it was just 3 lessons of English language. But I saw that they work not for our company, but they work more for themselves. And after I left company, my boss invited me in cafe just to have a cup of coffee to discuss the situation in the company and inform that they are going to open their own company. Their idea is very cool, really. They want to make a platform here in Russia for abroad internet stores. Very cool. If, for example, now ShopBob is looking for the partners in Russia, they just meet with ShopBob and offer to help.
Mm-hmm.
So the same situation with Victoria Beckham, for example.
Yeah, sure.
It is difficult for her to open internet store in Russia. Yeah? So their idea is that they have platform, they help online stores, and they have here in Russia a warehouse, big warehouse, to make their delivery perfect in 1 or 2 days. The idea is cool. But what is the problem for me? Of course, I know that Dennis, my previous boss, earned him a lot of money. As also for me too. I don't know how to должен.
Why do you say earn him a lot of money? Заработать?
Нет, должен.
Must?
Not must, no. For example, you've been working for me, and I promise to pay you every month.
Owes.
Mm-hmm. Owes a lot of money. Mm-hmm. For me also, for people who are still working in the company, the same situation, for B2B partners, he owns a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So they took this fact that Dennis owes money and tried to persuade me that if they stole the clients, the B2B partners, and the email addresses, it is just the same as to take his money back, you know?
Oh, I see. Okay, so instead of waiting for the money, they wanted to steal the mailing lists and everything like that.
Yeah,
not steal, but take. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take, because as I've had a conversation today's morning, mm-hmm. trying to explain that the offer is very cool, really cool one, and I'm eager to work as a fashion director in their project, but my inner world cannot stand the fact that they stole something, mm-hmm. because for me, it is, I'm against stealing everything. I live the whole my life with only one state of mind, that I'm not, I don't know how to say, lie. I've never lied. Not even stole, yeah? I've never lied, people. Because for me, better to tell truth in every situation than to lie. And they advise me to take part in the project, which starts from stolen, yeah?
Yeah. Based on a lie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, just a second. My daughter is here. I need to answer her question. Second, что? Сильный? Ну иди посиди, полежи. Сейчас дам смех. Okay.
What did she want?
Oh, he was very, very angry. He did not show it by phone, but I just heard the notes of his voice.
Mm-hmm. I heard the noise of his voice.
No, sounds. The sound of his voice. Okay. And when he understood that I'm not ready to work in their company, he told me that then I need to help him, because he was sure that I will be engaged in this company.
He was sure that you would be a part of this project.
Yeah. And now he should be in a hurry to find somebody else.
And now he should be in a hurry to find someone else. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. So he sounds like a very, very manipulative person.
He is a manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
But my position is that I do not должна.
I do not owe.
Yeah, I do not owe him something, because he didn't pay me money. Mm-hmm. We do not sign contract, nothing. It was just conversation. Mm-hmm. So I just I just switch off the phone and feel myself better than before this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What helps me to understand that this decision is right one.
I think you're right. I think really honesty is always the best policy.
Yeah, I know this proverb also.
It's a very interesting and old proverb. But I think you're right. I think, if something begins with a lie or theft, then it compromises any joy you can get out of the project in the future.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I've just told him that if they boast such a great people in his profession, if they are so good in fashion and in internet, mm-hmm. why they are not sure in their courses and mm-hmm. they want to sell something? Mm-hmm. They can just start their project, and maybe in a month, 2 or 3 or half a year, they are going to have more email base than the boutique.ru for his 6 years,
Yeah, sure. And I think this is a very interesting thing with foreign people who come to Russia, because I think that Russian people look at foreign people and say, oh, okay, they're very nice, they're not as manipulative or horrible as Russian people, but the reality is that when foreign people come to Russia, they play dirty.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
I think it's not about everybody. Yeah? We cannot say that all people from abroad they are not good. They are not very good one. I think the problem is that Russian people stop thinking, stop catching some noise, words, some. I don't know. They just close the eyes of the behavior. No, I don't have to explain. It is their fault that foreign people become so manipulative.
Right, so, Russian people see what they want to see.
It is our, Soviet Union problem.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And especially people who are not young one, not new generation of businessmen, people who are 40, 45, 50, 55 right now. They have the same stream of thinking that people from abroad, they are much clever, they are much more educated than Russian one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily true with the younger generation. I think you're right. It's interesting that you say it starts from 40. Why did you say it starts from 40 years old?
Because I'm practically the part of this generation. I'm 32. Yeah. I'm younger 7-8 years. And I know people who are 40 right now. I know their background. I know the Russia, they start their business. That's why.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that it's really the influence of instability from the 90s?
Of course.
Yeah, it's very interesting how one period of time, quite a short period of time, mm-hmm. can dictate the landscape of the future. Do you follow?
Yeah, how it is also quite seen in fashion, for example. Right now, we have a lot of Russian designers. They are really cool. They really have their personal view on fashion. They make really interesting collections. But Russian people believe only in fashion abroad. They are ready to pay more money for some item with English spelling on label than to Russian one. Yeah. Russian designers need to persuade people that they're good one, and mm-hmm. this is the problem of our country. Because, for example, in London, this is my position. Mm-hmm. London people are first of all buy London clothes and designers from London because they are very, very, how to say, they want to. They're proud. They're proud of them.
Right, and they want to what?
Support.
They
want to support. Yeah, they want to support. And in our country, people, if they see somebody happy, beautiful, talented, they never want to support.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain the difference. It is also the difference of thinking, maybe. We have a Russian proverb, but I cannot translate it in English. It means then, you feel good, then your neighbor is bad.
That's the first time I've heard that one. You feel good when your neighbor is bad. Well, that's very interesting actually, because what we use in English is a German expression to say the same thing. And that German expression is Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
And we use this German word because actually we don't have a word in English which means this thing. But Schadenfreude means to feel pleasure from somebody else's pain.
Yeah, the same.
It's the same sort of thing, yeah. It's really interesting actually, because when I was researching Russian fashion for this course, and looking into people like Miroslava Duma and Daria Zhukova, it was kind of it was very interesting for me to see how the English perception of Russia is changing.
English perception? I do not remember the meaning of word perception.
Perception is восприятие.
Восприятие. Okay. Perception.
So we can say, for example, England's perception of Russia is changing from like kitsch, Russian kitsch, to a genuine respect. I didn't know that it was, because again, I mean, I still when I walk around St. Petersburg, I see so many shops which say, "Oh, German clothes."
German clothes?
Yeah, German clothes, or Finnish clothes, or Italian clothes, and you can see that the idea is to say not Russian.
Yeah.
Which is strange to me.
It's not strange really, because we for years we had so bad how to say промышленность, легкая промышленность. Okay, the government do not put money in progress of how to call it. Легкая промышленность. I'm just trying to find it in vocabulary.
Is it manufacturing?
Yeah, manufacturing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah? So bad investment in manufacturing.
Да.
Yeah, I think it's so sad really, because I mean, when do you think that Russian craft was good? When do you think that the quality was really good? What era? Yeah. Pre-revolution?
Pre-revolution, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me, seriously, you're telling me that nothing good came out of the Soviet era? In terms of fashion or design or style?
I'm not a historian. I do not light industry. They do not invest money in light industry.
Light industries.
Yeah.
Textiles and such.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about fashion in this era, though?
Fashion. If we are talking about fashion, we are talking about free thinking, about feeling free and having opportunity to express your thoughts. You remember the period of revolution, the period of Soviet era. The main thing that you had no opportunity to do is to be yourself, to express your own point of view.
Yeah.
to be creative, to be perfect. The idea was to be like everybody else.
Uniform, yeah.
Yeah, uniform. So no fashion in such country. Because people look like in the college, all in this клетка. The uniform in London the same. The skirts in red skirts in клетка.
Which
Tartar.
was Kletka?
Tartar или tartan.
What's Tatar? Tatar is a group of people.
No, tartan skirt.
Are you talking about kilts?
Kilts, yeah, kilts, but in other words. Okay. Have you ever seen the uniform of children in school?
Where?
In London, maybe. In Russia.
Oh, like pleated skirts? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Клетка.
The most serious, and it's so interesting. It's such a beautiful sentence that you just said. If we're talking about fashion, it's all about free thinking. Do you know the situation in the Congo?
No.
So it's a very, very interesting story with the Congo about political repression and fashion. They had a dictator called Mobutu. And Mobutu really liked to wear one specific tunic. Do you know tunic?
Tunic, of course, yeah.
Okay. So he wore these grey tunics, and it was very, very similar to the grey tunics worn by Mao Zedong. And he forced everybody to wear grey tunics. And this went on, I think, for maybe 20 years. And after Mobutu died, there was a huge renaissance in fashion in the Congo. And there was a group of people called the Sabeurs who dressed in lots and lots of kind of very interesting suits. Do you know these guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of the Sabeurs?
Yeah, I've heard.
And what do you know about these guys?
I've just read an article. I do not remember. The magazine. I'm just, that suppose when I'm talking with you, I'm trying to find some words in my iPhone.
It's not sapeurs, it's sapeurs. What are you looking for? Hello?
I'm looking for all this skirt already. Pleated skirt.
Yeah, pleated skirt. Yeah. It's okay. I guess I should really share my screen because I already have this word for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Just hold on just a second. Okay. So, for example, okay. You're on your iMac, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Today I really wanted to talk a little bit about what you do now, because I'm trying to design a course for you which is relevant. And it's interesting. I mean, I wanted to check out a couple of subjects as well.
Okay.
But I'll show you what I've been doing so far during this conversation.
Okay.
Okay? So you can see my screen, right?
I see.
Okay, this is my side of our system. So, for example, you can.
I just see only black quadrat.
Black square.
Black squares. A lot of black squares.
That's kind of interesting. Okay, I'm going to try again. Is that better?
Oh, yeah, now I see.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Or pleated skirt.
So this is just me collecting a little bit of...
Now, you know, pleated skirt, it is a pleated skirt, but I'm talking about skirt in squares, with squares.
Plaid skirt.
Plaid
Is that what you're
skirt.
talking about? Yeah, plaid. This one?
Yeah, this one.
Cool. Yeah, plaid. Okay, cool. So while we're talking, then I'm making a list of everything that everything that you say, right?
Okay.
So, for example, we started off with this word.
Yeah.
And we also started off with this one here.
Headphones, yeah.
So I'm making a list of stuff you say, which I think that we can change and make it a little bit better.
Okay.
Let's try to do that now, I guess, because we've got maybe half an hour left.
I need to make some notes?
No, it's okay. I'm making all the notes, right?
Okay.
If you want, also, so everything here is stuff we can discuss between ourselves.
And you'll send me this later, no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So after the lesson, then, and I'm going to send you all of the words that we make and any new expressions and phrases that we.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
But also, I'm also making a list here. Can you see this?
Yeah, I see.
This is a list of stuff which you're saying where I want to know that if you can fix it, or I want to know if you can fix it or make it better.
Okay.
So, for example, they want to make a fashion for abroad internet schools and things like that. Okay, so let's try and fix this quickly. Can you tell me how we can change this?
I'm sorry.
If we say, for example, I'm sorry, I'm so lazy person.
It sounds not really cool.
Why does it not sound cool to you? Does it not sound cool because it sounds too informal?
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, we have a bit of a grammar situation here.
I'm such.
Right.
Yeah, such a lazy.
Good. I'm such a lazy, or I'm such a lazy person?
A lazy person.
Yeah, we need to say lazy person. Say such.
Such a lazy person.
How can we use so? How can we just use so?
It is so interesting.
Yeah. So how can I say for example, I'm so lazy?
I'm so lazy.
That's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can't say I'm such a lazy.
We can't say.
Yeah, we can't say I'm such a lazy. We can say I'm such a lazy person.
I'm such a lazy person, yes, but cool. I'm so lazy. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the rule?
I don't know what's the rule.
Okay, so when we use so...
It is the adverb. I'm so lazy.
Yeah, predicate is an adjective.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's so, like you said, so interesting.
Yeah, it is so interesting.
And when we use such, what do we use?
Noun.
Yeah, exactly, a noun, yeah. That's great. All right, great. Now, you said that it doesn't sound so cool. Cool is an interesting word to use. I guess when you say cool, then you want to say, okay, you want it to sound more elegant.
Elegant, yeah, maybe better.
Okay, all right. So let's try and have a look at if you want to say, for example, sorry. How else can you say that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
We are still about lazy person.
Yeah, sure. So if you wanted to say this in a more elegant way, how would you say that?
I don't know. You know, I'm not an elegant person.
Okay, but if you wanted to say, for example, okay, so if you say you wanted it to sound a little bit more cool, do you mean not more elegant, but more natural?
More natural, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, we can say I'm such a lazy person. What would be more?
By the way, I'm not a lazy person, but I'm always in a hurry, and sometimes I do not pay attention to small things. Yeah, for me, for me, it is less important than some constant one, you know?
Ah, wonderful. Yeah, good. Brilliant. Okay, now I can help you. Now you're telling me the truth. I can help you. So, can you explain these words?
Scatterbrain, brain at mosque. Scatter, I don't know. I'm a bit of scatterbrain.
Okay, so scatterbrain means that you can't keep your attention. You're always your attention is always going to different places.
Maybe yes. I am a bit of scatterbrain.
Yeah, bit of a.
I'm a bit of a scatterbrain.
A bit of a scatterbrain. If we type in scatterbrain, what images do we get? Yeah, okay, alright, fine. That's great. That's pretty good. And we can also say I'm easily distracted.
I understand that the Russian explanation.
Yeah.
It is easy to change my attention to something else, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I lose attention.
Attention, yeah. That is my problem, a big problem, because right now we are making a small, we are working at a small fashion TV. And I'm a person who is always talking, and the problem that my teacher of I don't know how to say that the person who is with me helping with this YouTube channel, she told me that I'm easily distracted.
Okay.
I can change the direction of my thought and then return back or even find some other theme. So it's a problem really. Easily distracted. You know what I've done? I've lost your screen with one.
With one button.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to share it again. Better?
Oh, no, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Cool. Okay.
I'm distracted, yeah.
Alright, okay, so I'm going to give you one more here. Do you know what this means?
Train of thought?
Yeah.
I can translate it word by word. Train of
Yeah, but that's crazy if you translate it word by word. But what does it mean, a train of thought?
It means the chain, maybe also. Yeah, the chain.
Yeah, exactly.
Thinking.
So, for example, in your brain, it goes, the Congo. Africa.
Yeah.
Famine. Yeah, so that's a train of thought, yeah? Thin. Diets, etc. Right, so it's normal. This is a train of thought. So how can you say, for example, how can you use this to say the same thing if you want to explain to someone, sorry, I've my train of thought.
I've lost?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Again, we talk about losing.
I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, so you can say I've lost my train of thought. That's quite a nice expression. Okay, cool. Sometimes, and this is okay, this is a normal thing. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means that, well, where was I?
Okay.
Now, if you want to say, well, she's stupid, then we have, or not stupid, but for example, not very focused, then we have the word ditz. I think this is like saying someone is blonde in Russian.
Blonde.
Yeah, but we say she's ditzy.
But if I use this expression in my speech, will it be not unpleasant for a person or just funny, no?
It's funny. It's not really offensive. It's not offensive like saying, oh, you're stupid.
Offensive. This word I've been looking for. Offensive.
Okay. Cool.
She's the ditz.
Offensive.
Can I say I'm like a ditz right now, no?
Yeah, great, yeah, but you wouldn't say I'm like a ditz. You would say, for example, I'm a ditz, or I'm a bit ditzy.
I'm a bit ditzy.
I mean, you know, when you're trying to... It's so interesting in English because when you're trying to make something softer, we have two options here. Okay, let's have a quick look at making things softer in English. We do a couple of things here. We use something like a bit of, or we use a little bit, or we do something called inversion.
Inversion?
Yeah, do you know inversion?
I know, but I forget.
Inversion is when you reverse something. Right? So, for example, instead of saying, "Oh man, I'm so lazy," we would say, "Oh, I'm not so focused."
Okay, I'm not so focused.
Yeah, I'm not so focused, exactly. So, instead of using the negative word, we would use the positive word in a negative form. So, instead of saying, for example, "Oh, she's such a ditz," then instead of saying that, we would say, she's not exactly
focused.
Yeah.
So Einstein. She's not exactly Einstein.
She doesn't exactly have laser focus.
This sounds very abusive, I think. Offensive. She's not exactly Einstein.
I think it's more appropriate than saying the negative thing. We do this a lot in English. So instead of saying it's cold outside, we would say it's not exactly warm. Or I wouldn't say it's warm.
You know, when I've been landing St. Petersburg previous week, the who is in plane? The captain.
Yeah, the captain, yeah.
Yeah, the captain just announced, dear passengers, we are landing St. Petersburg, the weather is perfect, -2, rain and tuman. Rain and...
Hello?
Yeah. You see, tuman.
Oh, yeah, fog, yeah. The weather's perfect, light rain and fog.
You can understand. The weather is perfect, light rain, fog, and -2. You know, it was just...
Was this a Russian person or an English person?
Yeah, he was Russian one.
Sounds so English. That's such an English thing to say. Amazing. Okay, so we can use a little bit and a bit of a to make things softer. Okay, cool. So let's go back to this one at the top now. How can you make this softer using something before lazy?
I'm sorry, I can just... I can just lose train of thoughts now.
Yeah, let's stick with lazy. But how can you make
lazy?
Yeah, how can you make softer?
I'm a little bit lazy.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'm a little bit lazy. Or how can you say instead of saying I'm such a lazy person, what can you say?
I don't know. I'm a bit of. I'm a bit of a lazy person.
Yeah, so the important thing to remember is an article.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm a bit of a lazy person.
Yeah, better. Bit of a.
I'm a bit of a.
Bit of a lazy person. Cool. Okay, alright. Let's go on to this word.
Offensive.
What does it mean to you?
Offensive.
Offensive.
Practically everything.
Okay, great. So, for example, what's the most offensive word for what's the most offensive word in the Russian fashion industry?
The Russian fashion industry.
That's so crazy.
For me, Russian doll or matryoshka.
Oh, really? Why?
You know that matryoshka has a negative meaning in Russian language.
Really? That's interesting. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. When men usually use it, talking about ladies. Oh, you see, matryoshka's coming.
What does
It means that they all all the ladies look remain each other, you know. Matryoshka is the lady with bright makeup, big lips, big tits. So then 3 or 4 girlfriends entered the restaurant or the nightclub.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite seen that they are very, very prepared for this evening. Mm-hmm. And in a wrong way, because they look like matryoshka.
Right.
All matryoshkas, they are with the bright cheeks, yeah,
mm-hmm.
and they look the same. So in our country, if you want to say that the girls look как look tiny.
But you want to say look the same, but you said remain, didn't you?
Yeah, look the same. The men, if they want to. I don't know what to say. To underline it, they just can call them matryoshki.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. So if the men want to underline it, that's interesting. Can you think of any more words there which mean underline?
Underline to highlight. I see, for example.
Yeah, that's my word. Can you think of anything else you would say for underline? Can you think of one which begins with
emphasize.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, emphasize.
I not remember the word expression with the word attention.
Very good. Yeah, to draw
their attention. Yeah.
Their attention to something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. So we can say highlight, underline, emphasize, draw their attention to. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's come back to that. We'll come. Let's say, for example, if men want to, la la la. Let's go back to these 2 words: remain and resemble.
I'm eager to remain young.
But that sounds like something which was like preloaded and sitting in your brain, something that you've been waiting to use, right?
No, I've just thought that I need to find some sentence to explain the meaning in English.
Okay, all right. So eager to remain young. How can we? Is there any other synonym we can use, or any other way you could say that?
The synonym to remain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To be.
Well, not really, because be doesn't talk about. It talks about what you are now, but it doesn't talk about what you will be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eager to remain young. Good. You can't think of another word we can use instead of remain here?
To stay.
Very nice. That's what I was thinking of. It's okay. I'm not going to torture you anymore. If we didn't want to say, I'm eager to remain predlegatlne, like young, I'm eager to remain rich, I'm eager to remain happy. If we wanted to say, for example, youth.
Youth?
Youth. Yeah, youth. Maladost?
Youth. Instead of young.
Yeah, exactly. So how can we say it? How can we say remain?
I'm eager to remain my youth.
Well, you can't say that. You need to say another word instead of remain or stay if you want to use a noun. I'm eager to my youth. Держать, оставить, сохранить.
Сохранить?
Сохранить.
Protect?
You can say protect, but that means that something is going to attack it.
Of course.
What, so in your mind, time is attacking your youth?
Time, pregnancy, stress, bad food, nervous, work. Everybody in the world tried to make me older.
All right, okay, that's good. How can we use hold?
Oh, hold, very good word. I make it to hold.
Not a gridlock. Need a
I make it
preposition.
to hold.
My youth.
To hold. I make it to hold. To hold on?
Yeah, great. We would say hold on to. My youth.
I'm eager to hold on to my youth. Very long.
For as long as possible,
Teeth.
right?
Now, not youth, now teeth.
Yeah, sorry, I made a typo. I'm eager to. Can you think of one more really general word we could use, which means hold on to? Оставить?
Оставить?
You think so?
I do not remember. I'm eager to keep. To keep. Сохранить.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so to keep my teeth, yeah.
Why teeth?
Well, because I'm changing it now.
Okay.
Just for my own interest.
It is teeth is practically now the synonym to youth.
Yes, exactly. Yes, teeth and youth are the same thing in my mind.
The same, yeah. But teeth no use.
If we wanted to invert it, and we want to say, I'm eager not to my youth, what can we say? What's the inversion?
Inversion.
Yeah.
Not
to.
The other word.
Yeah. The other way to say it. So, not I'm eager to hold on to, but I'm eager not to my youth.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's a very useful term. But what can we say?
I am eager not to care about. No?
Well, we know we can say lose. Right?
Gas is missing you.
Huh?
Edgar, gas is missing you.
Yeah, I know. It's this teacher I'm supposed to be interviewing. It's crazy because he's in Moldova, right? And, we agreed to talk at 2:00, but now he's phoning me at 2:00 Moldovan time. When I agreed, I automatically thought it would be Moscow time. Because, come on, I mean, what, we're doing it at Moldovan time now? Come on. Crazy. Okay. Let's have a quick look
not to lose. I thought I need to say with a negative meaning. So I'm not going to hold on my youth, yeah?
Right, I see. No.
Lose, not to lose, I understand.
I want it the other way. So, can you think of any other ways we can say it the other way?
About not to lose?
Yeah, sure. I'm eager
терять, да?
Yeah. I'm eager not to... Тратить?
Тратить? I'm eager not to spend?
Yeah, but I would say if you spend something in a negative or unproductive way, then what is that?
I don't know. Waste time.
Yeah, but you can also waste energy, and you can waste your youth. You can waste a resource. It's not just time, so you can waste my youth.
It sounds not very common for me. I'm eager not to waste. For me, waste is.
But you are only associating waste with time.
Time, yeah.
Right? So you're saying, time waster, wasting time, it's a waste of time, very nice.
Yeah.
But it's not just time, it's all resources. So we can waste time, we can waste energy, We can waste manpower. We can waste our youth.
Yes.
Which is also associated with time. We can waste resources, for example, like oil. We can waste petrol. If you have lots of food in your fridge and you don't eat it and it goes bad, then you can waste food. Something like that. So there's all of these things that we can use as resources. You know, you can if you have a house with electricity, you're one of those lucky people who have electricity, then you can waste electricity. How can you waste electricity?
Using it.
Well, no, because I mean, if you're using it, like, you know, at the moment, I'm not wasting electricity. Because I'm using this, I'm using it for a good reason, right? But if I leave my lights on when I go to bed and I'm in another room,
yeah, I know.
Then that's wasted.
If you switch on all the TVs in your apartment.
Yeah. No, that's just good fun. That's a party where I come from.
Now you see, it's shining bright.
Okay. All right. So let's have a quick look at resemble.
Resemble.
Yeah. Do you know this word?
This word has a lot of meanings. No, resemble.
Not really for me.
No?
Just go back to Moldova. Unbelievable.
Resemble, yeah.
So how can you use that in this sentence? What can we say here?
This man is resembled to his cat.
That's cool, but actually resemble is a verb.
This man resembles his cat.
How do you know it's his cat?
I just make in a sentence.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay, fine. His cat.
Because it's usually the people, a person is looking for a pet and he's eager to find somebody looking like he, no?
Is that true? Is
yes,
that true?
Of course.
That's not true. So who owns this cat?
Hitler, I saw his picture.
You've seen this picture? Yes, okay, so this cat resembles Hitler.
Hitler.
What's another way to say resembles then?
Looks like.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So this man looks like his cat, right? Is there any way we can make that stronger? Точно как?
Exactly like.
Very good.
This man looks like.
Exactly like his cat. Now, if we want to say another word for exactly, what would you use? And we'll keep this man looks like. But how can I say looks like his cat?
Definitely.
Can't use definitely.
Can't. Looks. No, J tell me nothing. Just.
Yeah, just like.
Just like.
Cool. Okay. Very nice. All right. Good. So we can use resemble. Okay, let's go through here because we've got a few minutes left.
Sorry, and how to say about this cat? You know the expression when we say he's a mother's like. Yeah, he's a father's like. No. When a child looks like his parents.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So we have the spitting image of somebody. For example, this puppet is the spitting image of Tony Blair.
Spitting image.
You can say, for example, he looks just like his father, or sometimes we say something stupid like, oh, You have your father's eyes. Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Also, if we don't want to say resemble, if we want to say resemblance, the noun, then we say, oh, you bear, like carry a resemblance.
It means that you became older and bear a resemblance.
No, it just means, for example, you carry that similarity. Bear means to carry.
Carry.
You know this word?
Yeah.
How do you know this word?
Carry. How? I don't know. I don't know how to explain how.
Okay, fine. Your a mother.
Carry on, for example.
Well, yeah, but you can't say bear on. But you can say a mother bears her child, right? And that's the child is born.
Is born, yeah.
So born. So that's where bear comes from.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, that's kind of interesting. Let's go through and see what words we might want to keep here. I think you already know this word, don't you?
Headphones, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Would you like to keep scatterbrain? Do you think that's an important word for you?
I think every word is important here.
Okay, I'm sure you'll be a little bit less philosophical. Come on, a little bit more philosophical about that in a couple.
Scatterbrain is a new one. I've heard for the first time. Scatterbrain.
What about ditz?
Ditz is okay. She's a ditz. I like.
She's a ditz.
So many ditz around.
It's a nice kind of word. Actually, it sounds good.
When I made a mistake, I'm always using in Russian. Today I'm a blonde, you know. So I'm a ditz today.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you can say I'm feeling ditzy. Yeah.
I'm feeling ditzy. Yeah.
I'm a total ditz, right? Offensive.
Offensive. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Resemble.
Resemble is okay, but I just want to keep everything.
Okay. I don't think we're going to have bear. I think we'll have waist, though.
Yes, okay. Waist.
That's kind of cool. That's a good one. Waist. And, of course, we can use it as a noun, right? So, a waist. A waist of youth. Okay. Let's have a quick look at this one. Which words do you know here? Which words would you like to practice?
I don't know.
Do you remember draw their attention to draw someone's attention to?
Maybe let's start with draw their attention, to draw their attention. Okay. Emphasize, underline, highlight and draw their attention.
Okay, that's good. What's this word?
Oh, it is my problem word.
And what does it mean in Russian?
Должен, да?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I owe you money.
I owe you money.
That's not true. That's just an example.
I even know this word in English because I've never used. I've never owed something.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I've never owed anybody anything, so I don't know this word. That's a beautiful excuse. Let's have a look at this one. I heard the sound of his voice.
I've heard.
No. I have a problem with the sound. It's not the sound of his voice. It's the way his voice sounds.
I heard the way his voice sounds.
Exactly. Or we would say the tone.
The tone, yeah.
Of his voice.
Maybe I've heard how he sound.
Yeah, exactly. Or I would say, for example, I was thinking of I heard it in his
sound, voice. Yeah, I heard.
I heard it. That feeling.
Yeah.
Cool. I live my life with one state of mind. Wonderful. I live by one rule.
I live by one rule, yeah.
That's how we would say that. Cool.
Honesty is the best policy.
You know this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I can't say that everyone from abroad is not good. I want to discuss this with you next time. Turn a blind eye. Do you know that?
No.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
Blind eye.
What do you think it means to turn a blind eye?
To turn a blind eye. Blind eye, no matter turn or not turn, he's blind. It is blind. Turn a blind eye.
If I say, for example, there was a lot of corruption, but they turned a blind eye. There were a lot of people.
Закрыть глаза.
Aha! Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I can't turn a blind eye on.
Two.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
I can't.
Go.
Can't turn a blind eye to their decision to stall their email base. To steal.
I would say mailing list.
To steal the mailing list, yes.
Yeah, database. That's great. Very good. Nice. Do we have that in there? Let's put that in there. That's good. They want to support homegrown designers. This is when you were talking about in UK English people buying this stuff. What does homegrown mean?
Who've been born and study at home in London? I don't know. No, at home. I mean, in this country, no?
Yeah. So people who were educated and grew up.
Yeah.
In that country. Cool. What does this word mean?
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Не знаю. I don't know. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude is taking pleasure in someone else's pain. Do you remember?
Schadenfreude, yeah.
What were we talking about when we were talking about Schadenfreude?
Okay. I hate Deutsch language.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on it as well, but it's quite interesting because we have to use this word in English because we don't have a word.
Okay.
Okay, let's read this one.
You just do not care in England, yeah?
Well, look, if you go to the British Museum,
okay.
Right, it's clear that we build our language and our culture by stealing from other people. That's what we do, right? And we do the same thing with the English language. So, I mean, there's lots and lots of German words in there, lots of words from every language. What do you think? Can you read this one for me?
England's perception of Russia is changing from Russian kitchen to a genuine respect. England's perception of Russia is changing from Russian kitchen to genuine.
What does it mean, perception?
I don't know. Always forget the meaning. Perception.
Does it help with this picture?
No.
Why is this picture famous?
I don't know.
So it's famous because it could be an old lady, like here's her nose, here's her eye, and here's her hat, or it could be a young lady. So here's the young lady's nose, that's her face, that's her ear.
Yeah, I saw only nose and ear in the previous picture.
So it could be an old lady or young lady, right?
I see.
Depends on your perception.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you say perception in Russian? So I'm going to tell you, it's восприятие.
Восприятие, huh?
Yeah. So that's a nice word. Okay. Do you want to keep this? Or this one?
Played, pleated. Oh, both of them.
Played, pleated, yeah, quite useful. Great. Okay, all of these words now are going to go to you. Okay? Now, we ask you to make an example, if you can, using these words, right? Okay, so you can see, for example, what's going to happen right now, in between lessons. You're going to get these words, and you're going to send us the examples. You can see right here that all my students are sending me these words, right? Well, so I've got all of these students with their words and their examples. And when they send me a word, I can check how they're using it. So I can check that they're using it properly or not.
Okay.
So you can see here, Vladimir Borodin is learning the word dictated. And he's like, okay, he dictated that we should live a life without eating meat. What did he expect would happen?
Okay.
Very nice question. That's a question. The ship's captain, not capitan, captain. So I'm going to correct it for him, and then I'm going to send it back.
No, captain.
Too dictated? No. Just dictated. Dictated for everyone? No, to everyone. What he must to do. Yes, okay, but that's terrible. What he must do.
Yeah.
Right, good. They had no choice but to follow orders.
To obey.
Ooh, yeah, good. They had to obey his every command. Wonderful. Okay, so, and it's not to order something. Dictate an order in a restaurant, but it's to give an order. So it's really good. So when I've done that and corrected it, I'm going to send it back to him. And I'll do exactly the same thing with you. When you get those words, then you can practice them a little bit, right?
Okay, and at the end of our studies, I'll have my own personal word bank, yes?
Yeah, that kind of thing. That's right. I mean, so if you look at, for example, I can show you, I have another student who's a fashion designer in Moscow. She's working on words which are to do with fashion, right?
Okay.
So at the moment she's got 153 words which she's practicing.
Uh-huh.
Catwalk, spacious, accessible, embroidery, time-consuming, like-minded, austere, asceticism, things like that. So all of the words we're taking from fashion and from ideas and everything like that. And I can see how she's practicing. So this is her vocabulary growing. This is the words she has problems with down here.
Okay.
And if I show you, I can show you her forum. Oh, I can't do that? Maybe I can't do that. One sec. Oh, yeah, okay. So she can see all of her lessons here. So she can check all of our conversations, and she can practice her flashcards. So you can see at the moment she's studying on a high intensity, 50 cards a day. And so when she does that, we show her a picture, we show her the length of the word, and what kind of word it is. So if it's pink, it's predlegatlna, right?
Okay.
And then we give her an example. She has to try and guess it. She's like, translucent. Okay, that's cool. If it was easy for her, then she's going to press this one. And it will not test her for another month. But if it was difficult and she couldn't remember, then she presses this one, and it will test her again tomorrow.
Okay.
And that's what we do. And this is a really nice.
I have the same on my iPhone. I think if I'm not mistaken, I bought it for my daughter.
Yeah, you probably have something similar. I guess the difference between what we have is we make sure that all of the words come from your teacher.
No, I understand.
And all of the examples are completely checked. Okay, cool. Do you have any other time to do any more homework or anything like that at the moment?
Yes, of course. I have no time, but I like homework.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit more homework, and the homework I'm going to give you is to describe clothes and how they make you feel.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
I think do you know a fashion house called Parafonova?
Parfenova, she's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm working with some of her images, right? So when we have the images, it's of her clothes, and you can describe them for me.
Okay.
Great.
Easily, yeah.
Very good.
Very.
Do you have any questions?
I have a lot of questions.
Do you have any questions that you want to give me right now?
No.
Okay, all right. If you have any questions, just type them on Skype or send me an email or whatever. It's fine. I'll be happy to help you, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I'll see you next time then.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.